welcome to my channel. My name is Gemma, and in this week's video I thought I would do an evening routine because so many of you have messaged me after my videos on transitioning Oscar to a bed and potty training. You have asked what our evening routine looks like, I guess to see what leads up to him going to bed. So I thought I would do that this week. I was going to do a full day's kind of vlog, but so many of you asked for like specifically evening routine that I thought I'll just film the evening in detail, and otherwise it'll be way too long. It'll be like an hour long or whatever. So this will be hopefully be a bit shorter. So I am just about to go and start our evening routine, which I'm starting kind of from like 5 o'clock, which is when I do dinner. So it's now about 4. And I'm just going to start preparing dinner. Oscar tends to help me, but I don't force that situation. Whether he wants to come and help or not, he kind of decides that. I'm doing a really simple dinner tonight. It's just baked cod with some crushed potatoes. So it's really easy. It all kind of goes in the oven and cooks. So I'll show you that, and I'll show you our dinner, and then I'll show you kind of our evening routine up until Oscar going to bed. For dinner tonight, I'm just doing a potato and broccoli smash with some garlic. So I just stick that in the oven after it's steamed. And then I've got some cod and some tomatoes. Oscar decided to help and eat. And that has some pesto on, and it all goes in the oven. Whilst it's cooking, Oscar tends to go off and do some independent play. Today he chose to use the stickle bricks. He loves playing on the windowsill. Dinner is at 5 o'clock, and I just finish it off with some capers. Oscar really loves this dinner, and we eat together, which I think really helps. We eat the same thing, and I know I'll get asked about his cutlery, so I'll link it in the description box below. But just so that you know, Oscar has used cutlery since he was 6 months old, right from the start of eating. At the beginning, I loaded it for him, and then he would feed himself, and then he got better at loading it himself. So you're watching a child who's been using cutlery for over a year. That's why he is so good at it. And then the other side. This side here. That's it. Beep beep. Clean up, every train, yeah. Everybody, everywhere. Clean up, everybody do your share. Clean up, everybody, everywhere. Clean up, everybody do your share. Clean up, everybody, everywhere. Clean up down here. Everybody do your share. Come back in the water. Clean up, everybody, everywhere. Clean. Clean. All done? So it's about 6 o'clock now, so we've had dinner and Oscar's had a bit of a play, and now we're heading out for a walk. We luckily live by the river, so we're going to have a nice little walk along the river down to the castle, and then that kind of wears them out a little bit before bath and bedtime. So we have come up to the castle, and normally we just take a walk up here, but it is so lovely. It's a Sunday today and the sun is shining. It's May in Ireland, and when we're comparing our life in Dubai and May, it was getting to the point where it's too hot to go outside, so we're really taking the opportunity today, and we're just going to stop here and have a drink, and we're going to share a dessert, my husband and I. Oscar probably won't have anything, and then we'll head home and do Oscar's bath time and bedtime. He's currently playing with his digger, which we brought up because the little outside restaurant here has loads of stones, which is Oscar's favourite toy. So that's what we're doing now, and yeah, it's probably not every day that we do this, but it's a nice little treat. Just back from our walk, and now we're kind of getting straight into bath and bedtime. So it's now about 20 to 7. So running the bath, Oscar's going to have a bath. I won't film too much of that, you know, just out of respect for Oscar. I don't really want to put him in the bath on YouTube, but I'll show you a few bits, and then yeah, bedtime it is. Ready? You hold the sponge. Just put Oscar down to bed. You might be able to hear him on the monitor in the background. So it normally takes him between like 15 minutes up to maybe sometimes an hour to fall asleep, depending on the day. He's had quite a busy day today, so I imagine he'll fall asleep quite quickly. He kind of has, I leave him with 2 board books in his room so that he can flick through those and kind of settle himself and head off to sleep. It's quite dark in there, so kind of light starts failing, so he ends up having to fall asleep anyway. Some of you asked about night light. He doesn't sleep with a night light anymore. He used to, and we kind of phased that out. He still sleeps with white noise, and he has a little blanket that he's had like forever that we call Lumi. It's a little polar bear blanket, and that's all he has. So I hope you've enjoyed this week's video. Don't forget to send me any questions, probably over on Instagram, and I will see you again next week. Bye.